today we have upcycling expert, DC native. Sheree is the owner and creator of Shredded Blues. Welcome to the show, Sheree.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
So I think I want to start out with the most obvious question to ask you. How'd you get the name Shredded Blues?
Oh, okay. So one day, me and my daughter was trying to find a name for my business. Of course, she came up. She said she came up with the whole thing, and I owe her 10% when I make it.
Okay. Is it a meaning behind it, or she just was like, that sounds cool?
I'm always shredding up denim, just taking it apart, putting it back together. So she called it Shredded Blues, and everything blue. Denim is blue.
So how did you get started with upcycling?
Upcycling came about when I wanted a denim bag and I couldn't find one. So I had some old pair of jeans and I just took them and I cut them up and I just started putting stuff on them and I made a bag. So along the way, I added more stuff to the bag and I just started creating that bag. And everywhere I went, somebody wanted that bag and I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, okay, I can make you one, but I never did. I was procrastinating. But now everybody like, I want one of those bags.
So where do you sell your bags?
Well, I'm trying to sell my bags on Instagram, but I'm looking into getting a website. I did look into Etsy, but that didn't work for me. But I'm trying to. And also, I did a pop-up all night, which is coming up this year. So I decided to do that again to see where that go from networking.
So how do you find the material for your bags? I mean, I know you have old jeans, but I mean, it's only so many jeans you can get. So you go thrifting. How do you get your materials?
Yes, I love thrifting. The thrift store is my friend, or I get people to donate their denim. Like my girls, when they donate their denim, whatever, I just take it and keep it, and I'll cut it up, or I'll go thrifting because it's cheaper at the thrift, and then you can use sustainable fashion. So all my bags are made with sustainable fashion. Denim is the way. So denim. So
I've seen your bags. Where do you get the idea for the different styles of bags? Do you just come up with them, and do you also name your bags?
Well, I haven't started naming my bags, but the ideas just pop in my head as I go along. Because when I started doing the bags for the pop-up last year, the ideas was just popping up as I was making the bag. So I came up with a lot of different styles. I mean, I can show y'all some. This one is the latest one I created. It's a small one because some people like small bags, but I like big bags. I do because I can throw everything in it. These small bags, I was like, nope, I feel lost with small bags. I got to put everything in the bag. So I did create this one, the little small one. It's like a knot bag, and I put a little flower. The flowers are my signature. I cut all the petals, and then I sew them all together, and then I put them together.
So how long does it take you to make like one bag, like that bag that you just showed us?
This take me about 6 hours.
And how much would you charge for that bag?
This one, I started off with $50 for this one because it's small. Oh, also, I forgot to say, I did this embroidery by hand. I do want my bags to have embroidery name tag, but I did this by hand, and this takes a while.
Yeah, that's a lot, and I'm surprised that it's only $50.
I was getting ready to say we need to talk about that price. You need to raise them prices.
Between the hand cut flowers, the hand embroidery, all of that.
Yes, y'all have to help me with the prices because it seemed like I overpriced my bags and people saying that's too much, and then I underpriced and that's too little. So
What I would say is the way that you market your bags is probably going to be better if you say handmade, because when you start hand doing the petals, hand doing the embroidery, and it takes you 6 hours to make the bag, you put that in your marketing so that you can raise the price. I'm surprised that Etsy didn't work because Etsy, that's what that is. It's supposed to be like a handmade type thing.
Actually, that's what Etsy used to be. Etsy is very different now.
So, I mean, that you can put that into your marketing when you do get to the point of building your website and doing that. That's what you need to put in there, and you can charge a lot more because, I mean, your time is worth a lot.
It's the details. And I will tell you, as a bag maker, the smaller the bag, the more work goes in. I always find that with the smaller pieces, it takes me so much longer to do them. Another thing that we're all recently working on that might work for you is to show a little bit of your behind the scenes. You know, like when you're cutting out those petals, or when you're sitting there hand stitching your, just take a quick 10-second video and start just putting snippets out, since Instagram is your platform where you sell. Put those details on Instagram because people have to see it to recognize the value. Because if you just say, "Oh, I take old jeans and make them into bags," they'd be like, "Well, I'm paying for somebody else's old jeans, and I'm cutting 150 rose petals, and I'm taking some silk thread, and I'm embroidering my logo on it."
That's the stuff actually you should show. Just get like a little small tripod, put your phone to it, and just do like a time lapse. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to explain yourself. All you have to do is show the process that you're doing and just speed the whole thing up and make it a clip.
Don't give away your entire process. Leave out some, yeah.
Like the petals, because especially because the flower is your signature thing for your bag. You should really do that for every bag, so show your process.
3 seconds of you cutting something out, 2 seconds of you going up and down with your needle and thread. They want to see it to believe that somebody actually does this with their hands.
Yeah, and that commands a higher price.
Yes. And also, if you were to do the name a few of them, maybe one of a kinds, like only have like the one that you're selling and like the one that you're keeping, and say like this is the one of a kind.
Yes, I could do that. I'm gonna try to branch out more. I've been trying.
So I mean, since this was kind of like a coaching, do you have any questions for us?
And yes, like I said, the pricing. Yeah, I do need help with that. Because I don't know, some people they come and look at my bags, they be like, "Oh, these are so unique," but then they look at the price tag and like, never mind.
So why don't we put that challenge to our audience? Sheree, we're going to get a really good picture of your small bag, and you're going to give us a little bit of your behind the scenes, and we're going to put it to our audience and ask them how much would they pay for that bag.
Okay, that will be good. Like the big bag, like I can show y'all one of the big bags. This one, but this is one I did. They don't understand this takes work. Yep, and that's the back with the embroidery on it.
So what's the price on that one?
I said 4, but somebody said it was too much.
No. You have to show behind the scenes for each bag so people understand the work that goes into it.
I mean, I do a lot of work. Maybe that's why I probably don't have a lot of products, because it takes work. It takes time. I be trying to recruit my children, but they be like, I don't know how to do none of that.
So I see there's clothing behind you. Do you also do clothing and garments besides the bags?
Yes, for myself. Yes, I do. I wanted to do clothing for other people, but then, grown folks kind of difficult. So I'll make something for kids, but older people, I just make it for myself. This means so much to me that y'all even thought about me.
Oh, we love to we love to have anyone that is creating and doing their own business. We love to support people doing their own thing because it's hard. It is hard, so it's just like, yeah, it is hard. So anyone doing something positive and creative and stuff is good, So of course you want to share it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
There's enough to go around.
So is there anything else you want to share with our audience? Any words of encouragement? I know when I was reading your bio, you had a little quote in there, which your ultimate goal is. Do you want to share that?
The ultimate goal is to get people to buy sustainable fashion. Also, I would like to see sustainable fashion in a department store, a major department store. I really would. Because that was my goal when I first started creating bags. I was like, oh, I wonder if I can get inside of Macy's or Nordstrom's. I would love to see that.
And I want to ask, I see your earrings. Did you make those?
Oh, yes, I made this.
I'm going to give you another piece of advice. Things like the earrings and the smaller pieces, like earrings, maybe hair things, stuff like that. That's going to be where you make your money.
Because it doesn't take as long.
That's going to be where you make your money. So you got what? Couple of weeks before Art All Night? Make earrings. Have those earrings out there, because that is what is going to draw people in. And once they start to buy and wear those smaller pieces, it's going to bring your people who want to invest in those bigger pieces. Because quite honestly, I never wanted to make jewelry, but when I started wrapping these earrings, they became my bread and butter.
Okay, that's all for now. I'm Zahia from Region Design Lab, along with Letitia for Keeping You in Stitches, Naima from Fearless Thread, and our guest today, Sheree from Shredded Blues. See you next time.